Alright everybody, how y'all doing and welcome back. I'm doing a quick video here. I just got my SSD in. It is 250 gigabyte as you see there. Model number is FS810. Now this is going to be replacing the new operating system I'm putting on. Now I could have erased the hard drive that had my Windows 7 on it, which is only on silicone power SSD, which is a little more faster. But I just say, you know what? With read speeds of 540 and write speeds of 580, I said it's not bad. I brought this here because I'm putting a new operating system on my editing PC here, which is right here. You know, simple, basic editing. Not editing, my entertainment PC, sorry viewers. My entertainment PC here, it's just simple, basic. It is on the Gigabyte G8F2888XM-D3H motherboard. You can see it right up in there. With the R9 270, 2 gigabyte. You know, just so watching my Netflix, Hulu, etc. It's great. Now, if I want to play games on it, it's just gonna be simple, basic games. The year that everything came out, that's what you stick with. That's why a lot of new gamers don't know how to pair new hardware with old hardware because y'all just don't know. But if I want to change this out to like maybe a GTX 1660 or the RTX 2070 or 2080, I'd be great with this 4-core, 4-thread CPU, which is, I downgraded it. I was on the 6500. But the CPU is the A4 760K, 4 cores, 4 threads. It will do as good, but just like I said, this is just my entertainment rig, as you see. Blu-ray disc right there, so I can watch my movies, etc. stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use this here FikWot SSD for time being. I heard some great reviews on it. Some of them did bad reviews, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you my input of what I think. If you need an SSD, just worry about your speeds and your write. As long as it's in the 500 to 400 range, anything lower than that, don't buy it. Anything higher than that, definitely buy it. For gamers, y'all on a whole different level. That's one reason why my channel is not based upon gaming rigs, because in reality, only thing you need is a basic GPU to play your games. Now, since we are in modern times now and everything have changed, same thing, ain't nothing changed from back in 2000 to late 90s, the early to late 80s. It's still the same thing. You buy your graphic card to play whatever games you're throwing at your system back in those days. And the same thing in modern terms too. But anyway, this FikWot should do the job. I will be doing speed tests on it on all my systems, and y'all let me know, is this a good option here? Alright everybody, this is my final up on the FikWot FS810 250 gigabyte SSD. Now some of y'all probably say, around, why did you choose it? Now when I was redoing my entertainment rig in the living room, I had to go ahead and buy an SSD. As we already know, that's the main part of the build. After redoing it, I said, let me go ahead on and see if I could find my SP SSD, which I did. And I didn't want to pay the money that the seller was selling it for. So I just went ahead on and just kept browsing. And as me keep browsing, I came across FikWot. Y'all see it? FikWot SSD. After installing my system, put Windows 10 on it. Y'all probably know what's wrong. What's your entertainment rig system? It is on an FM2 Plus motherboard by Gigabyte. Running great with the GTX 560, 1 gigabyte, because I only watch TV and I browse the internet sometimes doing research, or I have to do something that I need to go ahead and do in the morning time. So, as you already noticed, that I'm doing my thing and everything is good. So with using FikWot SSD, I purchased it in March 18th, and it's going on February the 11th. So almost a month using it now. And this is the month review and what I think of it. Some of y'all want to know, Ron, what's the read and write speed on it? Now the read speed on the FikWot FS810, I'm reading off my notes, 250 gigabyte SSD. The read speed is 513.34 and the write speed is 453.37. I can't go wrong with that because when I look for my SSDs, I look for my read speed and write speed to be 500 over 400 or higher. Now the reason why I was going with silicon powered SSD because their read and write speeds is a little higher over there. Just like I said, when it comes down to read and write speed, I like to go stay in the 500 and 400 starting off, and then I like to go ahead and increase it up. So now some of y'all say, Ron, why you ain't buying Samsung and Lexar and all the other stuff? Because on a basic level, just like I said, basic. That's why I said basic simple PC. I'm not gonna put gaming on it because that's just a way of getting y'all to buy the parts and make y'all think, oh, gaming. And just like I said, I'm in my living room watching TV. My Netflix, Paramount Plus, Philo, Peacock, because I like watching sometimes WWE, and Netflix, Disney Plus. And the specs I gave you with the GPU, it handles my TV perfectly. Now some of y'all say, oh man, it's a 4K television. What y'all don't know, some of these old graphic card handles the 4K televisions. Some of us know that, some of y'all don't know that. That's the new schoolers, the copies of copies of copies. So, with FikWot FS810, 250 gigabyte SSD. Why I chose it, because, like I said, I've been doing this for 24 years. I see a brand, never heard of it, and I go ahead on and take a chance with it. I'm known for that. And some of the brands like what we have on the market today now, like take for instance Logitech. I've been using Logitech in 2002 when I had brought the Click Smart webcam camera or little camera, the 420, on USB 1.0 connection. Yeah, I said USB 1.0, so I'm going way back. Some of y'all new schoolers in the day market don't know anything about that, but I'm going way back. I'm old school, and doing this tech thing is great. And when it comes down to finding parts like that, a manufacturer you never heard of, just like Logitech, I never heard of them in 2002. I brought them, and I've been using Logitech since then. Such as their regular basic office keyboards. I'm not too good into mechanical keyboard because y'all know how I feel about it. I've said that multiple times on my channel. I'm not gonna be getting into that there. Like Rosewell, Deep Cool. I just recently got into 2020. Never heard of that company. I use their cases. RS Game. Never heard of that company. I did my research and went to their website. That's how I got on to their parts. MSI, ASRock, Gigabyte, Asus. That's well known. I've been doing that since 2005 with them. But we all know Asus is a headache. But when it comes down to like brands like FikWot or any no-name brands that's on the market now, I take a chance with them. And I've been doing that for some years, and I like doing that. So, it's up to you as a user. Would you use this brand? Would you use FikWot? That's your question. That's something that you have to answer yourself as a PC builder. Would you use that brand? Now, later on down the line, I like it. The speeds are great. The speeds are right. I will be using FikWot from here on out. So I got FikWot, SP Silicon Power, and Team Group. So those are three brands of SSDs I like using. I'm not a Samsung fanatic fan, so I don't use Samsung SSDs. They're the fastest for gaming. They give y'all response time good. It might have a cache in it, with all the stuff that everybody is mentioning, fast speed times and stuff, quick uploads time, I really don't care too much about that. Only thing I care about is the functionality. Can it be used in a professional way where it runs my apps smooth and without any issues or any complications? I don't get the blue screen of death. I don't get no freezing. I have to constantly reboot my system. I don't get none of that with this. So taking a chance with it is great. Will I be using it from later on down the line in future builds for people who need systems for their needs? Notice I said their needs, whether they browsing the internet or they just doing mild light stuff, such as office clerical, spreadsheets, running their own home business, or running any type kind of business. Those are type customers I mostly look for. Gaming, no. Just like I said, I'm not a part of gamers universe. When it comes down to building systems, I go off my perspective. And this is using FikWot. It has been a great experience for me. And if y'all intend on using FikWot, y'all could go ahead on and take that, get that experience yourself in using them. Would I recommend FikWot? Yes. But just like I said, it's up to the knowledge point of the person who's building their system and taking a chance with this company that no one never heard of. And just like I said, for 24 years, I'm good at doing that. And this is what makes my channel great, because I take a chance in building systems that works with parts that's out on today's market. Not trying to sit down here and be a copy of a copy of a copy. Oh, well, they're using Alexa. Let me go buy Alexa. They're using Crucial. They're using this SSD by this manufacturer. They're using Samsung. No, let me go ahead on and use the stuff that I know that's comfortable and I don't mind using. Okay, this concludes of the update on FikWot FS810 250 gigabyte. I mean, the speed times is great. I mean, the response, the quickness, the snappiness is there. But it's up to you, PC builders. Some of them took a chance with it, and just like they said, just like me, with them, they were pretty much spot on with the performance of this SSD. Would you take a chance with it? As any type user, if you're a gamer, if you're a photographer, you use Adobe Premiere, Final Cut, etc., DaVinci Resolve, would you use this as your editing needs and filmography work, etc.? That's up to you. I'm gonna let you be the judge of that. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.